All right, let me start recording. Okay. So once again, okay, all the meetings are recorded and uploaded, okay, on my YouTube channel. So if you miss anything, you can just use YouTube. Hey, Steven. Okay, Walter. So we have Ben, Grace, Isabella, Jennifer, Jesse, Julia, Levy, Marshall, Noah, Stephen, and Walter. Okay, great. So in the last time we talked about international strategy, right? Do you remember that? Probably not. We had a full break, so everything's just gone. Okay. All right. So in the last try to remind it, we talked about international strategy, right? Globalization. Okay, pros and cons of globalization, and 2x2, 4 types of international strategy. So we talked about that, right? And this time, we'll talk about entrepreneurial strategy. So start a new business. Okay, entrepreneurial strategy. Okay. The next time we're gonna talk about some innovation things, innovation stuff. Okay. So international strategy, entrepreneurship strategy, and innovation strategy. And we've done the textbook part. Okay. So chapter 12, next Tuesday, we're going to talk about innovation strategy. Okay. I know some students already took my innovation class too. Okay. So a little bit over it. Okay. Then we've done all the textbook chapters. Then we do exam 3 and presentation 3 and capstone round 1. So we are focus on the simulations only. Textbook done, we focus on simulations. Okay. I want to change our schedule. It's a small change, but actually the presentation 4 was scheduled on December 2nd, December 2, the very last day of class. Okay. But I just recognized that I don't have any chance to talk about harvest strategy, which is very important to maximize your performance. Okay. So I wanted to have a chance to talk about harvest strategy during the simulation. So I wanna have our presentation 4, okay, a little bit earlier. So November 18, Thursday. Okay. So your presentation will focus on what you did in the simulation. Okay. How was your performance? How your performance was, and what you will do. Okay. All right. So your presentation is the same, but we do a little bit early. So November 18, Thursday. Okay. November 18, Thursday. Any question, concern about your schedule? So no question, no concern. Is it clear? So you don't have any problem with the schedule, and you are ready to go forward. Okay. No connection issues, no health issues. Please type yes. Okay, great. Thank you. All right, let's go forward. Okay. We are go a little bit speedy, okay, because we are almost the end of textbook sessions. We are familiar with this this design of class. Okay. Distribution of your last one case. Average is a 6.54 out of 7, and standard deviation is 0.63. Great. It couldn't be better. All right. So beautiful. So I'm totally happy with this performance. Okay. your warning keys and the performance you have shown so far, I am totally happy with your performance. That means, I'm gonna move the distribution of your total grade, your letter grade will move upward drastically. Most students will have A, most students will have B. Okay? All right. All right, let's do one case. So, entrepreneurial strategy. So, your one case is available on Canvas. Chapter 8 one case. Now it's available. I'm gonna give you 10 minutes. When you're done, please let me know. Just type done. Okay? 10 minutes. I'm gonna mute my microphone for you, kids. But I'm here. If you have any question, concern, let me know. All right. So, anyone needs more time? Please let me know. Okay, so if you need more time, just keep doing it, okay? So I just want to start. Okay, thank you, Grace. Thank you, Grace. All right, number one, small business. So we are going to talk about entrepreneurial strategy, small new ventures, okay? Small businesses create the majority of new jobs in the US economy. Yes, it's true, okay? So small business, these guys are the major engine of US economy. So they are innovative compared with the big corporations. Right? Why? Why small businesses are doing good? Think about that. Big corporations. Big corporations. They have more money. They have more people. They have more resources. They have more production facilities. Okay? They have more experience. Then small business outperformed okay, big corporations. Why? Anyone? Why small business is doing good? This is a fundamental point you should recognize, you should know in the entrepreneur strategy. Yeah, Isabel is typing something. More money flowing in the economy. Isabel, you can think about the big corporations. Okay, sure. Big corporations, they have more money. Okay, they can do anything actually because they have great amount of resources. But small businesses are not. Okay, then people say small businesses they are more innovative. They are contribute to the U.S. economy. Then why? Why small business are outperformed compared with the big corporations?
One factor that's important to note is that small businesses are important in the economy so that large businesses are not monopolies. So some people just support small businesses. They also may be cheaper, or I guess just more inexpensive, and also they can provide like better deals because have to compete with these other larger firms.
All right, Noah, great, thank you. You are in the right track. Okay, you are very close to the answer I was expecting. Okay, so big corporations they have something like a monopoly status. They have very stable. Okay, they have very stable cash flow. They have stable profits. Okay? Then big corporations, what they want? They already have great cash flow. What do they want? No change, right? Big corporations, they already have everything, so they don't want to change. But small business, they don't have anything. Okay? They don't have anything. That means there should be a change to have something. Okay? That's why they should be innovative. Small business should be innovative. Small business should find a niche market, okay? Because they don't have anything. They have to compete against the big corporations in some innovative ways. Okay? So big corporations, they don't want to change. Okay? Sometimes they want to change, but incremental changes. But small business, actually, they are looking for a new opportunity, so they need a drastic changes. Okay, so small business should be innovative to survive. Okay, that's why we see small business create the majority of new jobs in the U.S. economy. Make sense? Okay. Number 2, the opportunity recognition is the process of identifying and selecting entrepreneurial opportunities. Great. It does involve the development of those ideas. So opportunity recognition contains, development of those ideas. Okay, so this is false. Number 3, the majority of entrepreneurial startups are financed with angel financing. This is false. Usually, the entrepreneurial startups start with their own fund, right? Their own fund or some debts. Debt. Angel financing is the next one. And then we talked about the right venture capital, what some banks can be involved in this financing process. Okay. Number 4, venture capital funding. Okay, we are familiar with this, right? Venture capital, corporate venture capital, angel financing, and internal funding. We talked about that. So, venture capital funding for entrepreneurial ventures is usually available only after the startup has become a going concern and established a track record. Yes. Usually. Okay. Usually this happens. Okay. Number 5, Small Business Administration, SBA. If you want to be an entrepreneur, okay, you should know about SBA because they provide a lot of benefits for entrepreneurs. Okay? Even they lend money. Okay? They finance. Okay? So SBA and government regulations prohibit small business from bidding on government contracts? No, it's not true. Actually, they encourage small business, okay, and to bid on government contracts. Number 6, because new ventures typically are small, yes, they usually do not have high economies of scale relative to competitors. Yes, it's true. Okay, so high economies of scale, it can reduce cost. Okay, but small businesses usually they are not affordable to do this. That's why they usually focus on product innovations, product differentiation strategy. Okay, and economies of scale, big corporations to reduce cost leadership strategy. Okay. Number 7, a focus strategy must not include elements of differentiation. No, focus strategy must include this differentiation and also overall cost leadership strategy. Okay. Number 8, entrepreneurial new entry is often perceived as a competitive threat. Okay, because most market needs are being met either directly or indirectly by an existing firm. Yes, it's true. Okay. All right, so any question, comment? All right, then let's move. Okay, so today is entrepreneurial strategy. So we talk about new ventures. Okay, and entry strategies: pioneering, imitative, and adaptive. Okay, so 3 strategies: pioneering, just develop a new product, something like that. Imitative, you can imitate other products a little bit more, a little bit higher quality. And adaptive, you adapt a new way, the way to produce it. Okay, and cost leadership strategy, differentiation, focus, we are familiar with this. Okay, and these strategies can be applied in entrepreneurial strategy too. Okay, and competitive dynamic analysis. Okay, competitive dynamic analysis. Thus, this theory is simply speaking, your environment is changing. Okay, so your resource, so your innovation is also changing to keep up with this environmental change. Okay, if you're doing good at this job, then you have competitive dynamics. Okay. All right, we are here at Entrepreneurial Strategy, Chapter 8. So next time we are going to talk about the last chapter, innovation strategy. Okay. All right. Today class activity is a Snapchat case, but this case we just skip this case, okay? Because it's out of date. And also, I can just summarize the implication of this case. This case too much straightforward. Okay. So you already familiar with a Snapchat case, right? Snapchat case. Okay. And startup firms. Okay. You entrepreneurs usually. Some entrepreneurs start with the solo ownership, but in many cases entrepreneurs get together and start a new business. Okay, and it gives a lot of problems. Okay, so this case is talking about the benefit of writing contracts. Okay, and clearly define the role of entrepreneurs. Okay? So these are my advice. When you start a new business, okay, please write your business plan. Okay? Business plan. Entrepreneurship class 101, writing a business plan. Okay? Business plan. And then based on this business plan, you can organize your organization. Then based on this organization, you can set up your entrepreneurial team. You can define the role of your entrepreneurial teams. Okay? Then writing a contract. Okay? Writing a contract. To write a contract, please hire a lawyer. They are a little expensive, but it's worth it. Yeah. For the future, they're not so expensive. Okay. So please hire a lawyer to write a contract. It provides a lot of chances to not to be involved with some unnecessary issues. Okay. All right. Then you should define your resource, something like patents and other intellectual capital. All right. So entrepreneurial process is simply speaking, discovery and commercialization with your partners. Okay? So this is the entrepreneurial process. Discovery and commercialization. It's a different one. Like a research and development. Research is what? Discovery things. Development is what? Commercialization. Okay? So research and development. We usually say just R&D, but this research and development are totally different things. Okay? All right. So you will focus what? Discovery or commercialization? Okay, you need to think about that. All right. One rule of thumb in entrepreneurial strategy. Okay, actually, you can apply it in your future job too. Okay, there are many raw ideas, initial ideas, okay? And these ideas are really great. But in the reality, only 1% of raw ideas reach to the stage of commercialization. Right? So only 1 out of 100 great ideas will reach to the stage of commercialization. It's realized. You should recognize this competition. Okay? So in your future job, you will be very motivated, okay? Highly motivated, and then you will generate your ideas. But usually, in most cases, your ideas is not commercialized, not realized, okay? Because it's not nature. Just 1% of raw ideas reach to the realization. Okay? So your job is simple. You generate ideas. Then your ideas are rejected, okay? Not realized. Then what? The next thing you can do, disappointed and stop generating the ideas? No. You just keep doing. Okay. My idea was 99%. Then you generate a new idea. You keep doing, keep swimming, something like that. Then you have boom. Okay? This is how you will do in your future job. You just keep swimming, keep swimming, keep swimming. Yeah, sometimes you are happy, sometimes you are not happy, but these fluctuations, it doesn't make, good result. Okay? So just when your ideas are just rejected, okay, it was a 99%. Then I just generate one more. Then finally you will have the moment. Wow, it works. Something like that. All right, let's move. Okay, so entrepreneur strategy. So we are talking about entrepreneur strategy. So basically, entrepreneurship involves value creation and the assumption of risk. Okay, we talked about this. Why startup ventures are different from the established corporations. Okay? Established corporations, they have everything, but startup ventures, they don't. Okay, so startup ventures need to be innovative. Okay, entrepreneur strategy, opportunity, resource, and of course, entrepreneurs. Okay. Three components of entrepreneurial strategy. Opportunity recognition is a discovery and evaluations. Discovery is becoming aware of new business concept, and evaluation, analyzing opportunity. Okay? To determine you will do this or not. Okay? RBB perspective. You can apply. They are attractive, achievable, durable, value creating. Yes. Then you do. Okay. All right, resource are essential. Okay, so opportunity, resource are essential for entrepreneurial success, of course. Okay, in my perspective, based on my experience, okay, at the very early stage, your financial resource is critical. In the very, very early stage. Okay. So I saw a lot of entrepreneurs in Atlanta area. Okay, they were suffering from the lack of financial resources in the very early stage. Okay, in the next stage, they are experiencing the lack of human capital, people. This is critical. Crossword. Okay, they have good people, their business good. They cannot have a good people and their business. No way to grow. Okay. So in the early stage, really early stage, financial resource is important, but in the growth stage, people determines their future. Okay. And some social capital, government resources, Yeah, I still emphasize financial resource and human capital. Financial resource, we talked about that, so I'm not going to replicate this. Okay? So venture capital, corporate venture capital, angel investors, and bank and personal savings, something like that. These days, crowdfunding is used, but not many cases. Okay? A human capital, social capital. Okay? So we talked about that, right? Oh, this SBA. Okay. If your textbook contains some things, you just read it, you can understand it. But your textbook doesn't contain about SBA. Okay, SBA, Small Business Administration, government organizations. Okay, they provide a lot of benefits for entrepreneurs. Okay, they provide some financial, support. They provide some regulation support. They provide some what? So sometimes they become customers. Okay, so SBA, so especially they have SBA loans with a low interest rate when you start a new business. Then they become a lender. Okay, government supported loan programs. Okay? There are many brokers of SBA loans in the Atlanta area. Okay? So actually SBA loans, you always try to have financial resources. Okay? All right. Even your parents' business, if your parents are in the business, okay, they need financial resources with a low interest rate, they can apply SBA loans. Okay. All right. If you cannot find the officer of SBA loans, just contact with me. I have some connections. I have good people. Okay. All right. So if your parents needs SBA loans, you need SBA loans, just let me know. Okay. I can help you. Entrepreneurial leadership is needed. Courage, belief in one's conviction, something like that. Okay. And leadership, we talked about vision. Okay, mission, something like that. Dedication, drive, commitment to excellence. So people, all right? People is very important. Financial resource, sorry, money and people. They are very, very important in the entrepreneurial strategy. Okay. Then, entry strategies. New venture entry strategies need to quick generate cash flow to survive. Okay. And some other areas. And pioneering, imitative, adaptive. Okay. I briefly talked about pioneering. Okay. Try something new. Imitative, imitate what others are doing. Adaptive, adapt the way of the existing ways. Pioneering, creating new ways. Imitative, capitalizing on proven market success. Adaptive, capitalize on current market trends. Okay. So are you with me? So far so good? Am I too fast? Okay, all right. Okay, let's go. Okay, so again, generic strategies can be applied. Overall cost leadership, differentiation, and focus. Okay, so cost leadership is about process innovations, differentiation, product innovation, and focus on niche market. Okay, so small business, new ventures, okay, they can invent a new way to reduce costs. It's a cost leadership strategy. Better product and differentiation strategy. And they find a new product in the niche market. It's a focus strategy. So these three types of generic strategies exactly can be applied in the entrepreneurial strategy too. Okay. All right, pursuing combination strategy. You know this, right? Combination strategy. Okay. It is worth to pursue, but it is risky too. It's a risky too. Okay. All right, competitive dynamics. Competitive dynamics helps explain why competitive strategies evolve and how to respond. Need to identify new competitive action. Threat analysis, that means, okay, external environments, your external environments are always changing. Okay, you aim it, okay, for a moment, but it's a changing target, right? It's a moving target. So you need to aim, okay, moving aims, okay, to hit your environmental change. Okay, if you're doing good at it, okay, then you have competitive advantage. This is a competitive dynamics theory. Okay? All right, then competitive dynamics. So do competitive action, actually threat analysis, you evaluate, okay, external environment, then motivation and capability to respond, and you do some competitive action, then again, okay. This circulation is competitive dynamics. Okay. All right, then threat analysis, motivation, capability to respond. Okay, so you can just read this, competitive dynamics. Then I don't think you have any problem with this. Oh, strategic actions and tactical actions. Okay, competitive actions include this. Okay, so long term and short term. Strategic, tactical. Okay, you need to combine this. Okay? Strategic actions, strategy management. Tactical actions, operation management. Okay, you took the operation management, I believe. Okay? So you have a good sense of tactical actions. Okay? Something like doing price cutting, making product enhancements, increasing marketing efforts, something like that. These are tactical actions, short term. Okay, operation management. This is a strategy management. Okay, long term and big plan. All right, then I'm not like this. Okay, so we talked about entrepreneur strategy. Okay, entry strategy. Okay, entrepreneur strategy. So, long term, short term, competitive dynamics. Okay, some entry strategy too. All right, entrepreneur. 3 types of entrepreneur strategy. Okay, pioneering, right? Adaptation, and the what was it? Pioneering. I'm sorry about that. I'm getting old. Yeah, imitative and adaptive, and also the 3 generic strategies can be applied in the same way. All right, the same way. Okay? So cost leadership, product differentiation, focus strategy. 3 strategies can be applied in the entrepreneurs too. All right, how was it? This is about entrepreneur strategy. So, any question, comment, or concern so far? Any question, comment, concern? Okay, if you don't have it, please say no. I just want to make sure we are in the same line. Okay, anybody has a question? No? Please say no. Okay. All right, great. So I assume that you don't have any problems so far. Okay. Then next time we are gonna talk about innovation strategy. Okay. Next Tuesday. All right. Then I will see you next Tuesday. Have a great weekend. You did a great job today. Thank you so much, Jesse. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Isabella. Thank you, Ben. Big Ben. Thank you, Stephen. Oh, thank you, Noah. Thank you, Noah. Yep, you did a great job. Noah? All right, great. All right, so I'm gonna stop recording.
You are currently the only person in this conference.